winning streak in the island challenges, Team Sting possessed a massive time advantage, a head start at the beginning of the final race to escape.
Claw, race to escape!
Despite a valiant effort, Team Claw couldn't stop Sting rampaging through the strength, balance and stamina zones. Sting duly won the precious 30-second head start to take to the final climbs at Freedom Rock.
This could be the difference between winning Scorpion Island and losing.
So, it all comes down to this. Who has the greatest physical strength and who has the most psychological stamina?
The livid island sends down a tropical rainstorm to further hinder the adventurers' efforts.
Have Claw got it in them to make the most remarkable comeback in Scorpion Island history?
Will Sting storm their way to the top of Freedom Rock?
Who will escape Scorpion Island?
Come on, Sawyer! Come on, welcome to Escape from Scorpion Island. I'm Marlene.
And I'm Johnny.
You join us on day 12 as Team Sting and Claw are within touching distance of the Great Escape.
But who'll do it, Sting or Claw?
This is the escape. This is Speed and Bravery. All that now stands between the teams and leaving the island is the mighty Freedom Rock. And they'll be taking it on in a series of 5 extraordinary races. In each race, one member of Sting will go head-to-head with one member of Claw. In the speed zone, the totem power pieces finally come into play, stacked up as steps to lead the adventurers onto the cliff face. As Claw won 4 more than Sting, their totem pieces will get them further up, which could be a massive advantage. Then in the Bravery Zone, the adventurers will not only have to scale the rock, but also unthread parts of their giant team-colour scorpions. The first pair of adventurers have got the tricky task of swinging out and untying the outer pincers. The second pair have got to unthread the easier-to-reach inner pincers. The third pair have got the simplest job, removing the scorpions' bodies. The fourth pair have got the hardest mission, to unwind the zigzag ribbons which make up the scorpion's legs. And finally, the fifth pair have got the tough responsibility of taking the scorpion's tails away. Whichever adventurer crosses the finish line first wins. But the losing adventurers can't stop climbing because the teams cannot escape unless all of their members have reached the top. The adventurers are competing for a 30-second head start for their team member in the next race. It does not get any more important than this. So, these are going to be 5 of the most fiercely fought face-offs you could possibly imagine. So, first up are Angus, Sting's Stamina Power Captain, and Abby, Claw's Bravery Power Captain. They're in place at the bottom of Freedom Rock.
And I tell you what, the island's not made it easy today. It's chucking it down with rain. It's going to be slippy up there.
All the trials, all the challenges, everything Abby has worked for has led up to this moment.
Abby skydived onto the island with one goal, to win. He was immediately awarded the power of bravery.
I feel very, very happy about it and chuffed about myself.
This brave power captain had one fear: losing.
I want to win because my life depends on it so much.
Abby's competitive drive was a force as he battled in every one of the first 4 island challenges.
You can do it! Come on, think about the team! Come on! Yes, I do! Higher!
His rivals could see he was a threat.
Standout member would have to be Abby.
I mean, he's an athletic tank.
His teammates thought he was invaluable.
I think we really do need competitive teammates, so Abby just fills the position perfectly. It's game over!
Super loyal Abby would do anything for his team, even eating scorpions.
Abby's done it. Abby's eaten 4 scorpions.
But the burden of losing yesterday hung heavy on his shoulders.
I am quite disappointed about today, and tomorrow's a new day, so I really hope that we can really win tomorrow and do our best.
Will this determination to win spur Abby on to complete his overriding mission and help Claw to victory?
Our team have guts, but the one thing I would like to tell him is that don't give up so easily, because we can be the best.
Angus has a fight on his hands to beat Abby, but he's shown dedication throughout his time on Scorpion Island.
When he first arrived, he was fearless.
I get the idea the island's going to do some pretty hard stuff to us, and I'm ready for it.
And after taking part in every battle for the powers, he was deservedly awarded stamina.
I would rate myself a 9.5.
And became the founding member of Team Sting and their first very proud leader.
I was really excited and thrilled to be the first Sting captain. I love him leading this team.
He proved he really had stamina by the bucket load.
Angus's great sense of humour produced an alter ego, Scorpion Man.
I think Claw should watch out for Scorpion Man, because he's a great guy for Sting, but Claw has a different story altogether.
Now it's the big one. These 2 adventurers have been chosen by their teams to face the climb first. Bravery Power Captain Abby has the will to win. The daunting Freedom Rock could knock that out of anyone. Angus has the experience of being Stamina Power Captain, and he'll need every last drop to slay Freedom Rock and Abby. Remember, in race 1, they've got to release their scorpions out to pincer, and because Sting won the balance and stamina stage of the escape, the island has rewarded them with a 30-second head start. So, Angus is ready. And he's off. Can he make his 30-second head start count? Well, he doesn't seem to be finding the climb up Sting's totem pieces easy. Is this a bad sign for the huge ascent in front of him? It must be so frustrating for Abby, having to wait and watch while his opponent races away from him. Angus is onto the climbing ladder. And that's Abby away. And he is zooming up the totem pieces through the speed zone.
So look at this, Angus had the all-important head start, but it looks like Abby is catching up. He's really made those totem power pieces work for him.
No! And Angus has slipped. This could be bad news for Sting. He needs to get back on the ladder as fast as he can. Yes! He's back on, but Abby's bravely already going for a swing. Oh! To reach the outer pincers, they've got to hurl themselves across on their safety ropes. And as you can see from Abby's massive smash into the cliff face, it's really tough. He's back on, and he's going for the ring again.
What an amazing leap and grab from Abby there.
Now he's got to untie Claw's ribbon. He's undone it, and that really puts the pressure on Angus. Oh, and he looks like he's getting caught up in Sting's ribbon. He needs to pull himself together, especially as Abby is going across again to haul Claw's ribbon out. Now
this first round is one of the hardest. They have to swing out further than in any other round.
Abby's unthreading it. No, he can't hold on. He's being pulled back across. And Angus has reached Sting's ribbon now. This looks incredibly close. Oh, and Abby's lost his footing now. But he's not Claw's Bravery Power Captain for nothing. During his time on the island, we've seen him work hardest challenge he's yet faced. Can he beat it? And he's got it!
I'm in the ladder!
And he's dragged it free. Now he just needs to untie it at the top, and he can head up the face of Freedom Rock. Angus is dragging himself. Oh no! He's really wasted his head start, and Sting needs him to get focused. He must be regretting taking on one of the hardest of these cliff face races. It's so slippery up there. He just can't seem to get to the outer pincer. But Abby's reached the ring where the end of the pincer ribbon is tied. In this torrential rain, this is such fiddly work. But yes, he's unknotted it, and that means he's really cemented his lead.
I tell you what, if Abby manages to do this and beat Angus and secure that 30-second advantage, what a comeback that will be.
But Angus isn't out of the race just yet. During his time on the island, Angus has again and again shown what a worthy stamina power captain he is, determinedly battling on through some of the most demanding challenges, even when things didn't seem to be going his way. It'll definitely be ultra tough, but he could still have it in him to mount a successful comeback here. He's going for it again.
But look at this, what a grab. Angus now has to try and catch Abby up.
And he's going to have to move fast to do it, because Abby is already halfway up the cliff, and these appalling conditions are only going to make it harder.
It's one thing swinging across trying to get the rings, but it's another thing to be quick up those ladders.
And Abby's being really quick up the ladders. You would not believe Angus started 30 seconds ahead of him, but the higher you go up Freedom Rock, the tougher the climb.
And look at this, Abby's nearly within touching distance. What a great start for Team Claw.
Now, all he needs to do is cross the red and yellow finish line.
Bravery now will surely beat stamina.
Oh my gosh, Abby!
He must be exhausted, but has he got the energy to bravely drive himself on these final few centimetres?
And look at that, Abby's at the top. He secured a 30-second head start for Brandon. Big news for Team Claw.
Well, Sting might not be best pleased, but this is a great moment for Claw and for Abby.
I just got the advantage for my team, and I used the totem pieces to get up, and I've done it much faster than Angus at the moment. He's still trying to get up.
Angus knows that even though he's lost this race, his team could still be triumphant overall. But if Sting are going to win, they need to get all of their adventurers across the finish line. And that means he has got to keep on climbing. This must be the ultimate test for a stamina power captain. He is physically and emotionally shattered, but he's using all of his remaining power to haul himself up the ladder. It's been a real struggle for Angus, but despite the terrible conditions, he's dragged himself to the finish line. It's a massive achievement, but he must be gutted. How would he sum his climb up?
A catastrophe. I found it pretty hard the whole way, and hopefully my team will do a bit better.
In a nutshell, Abby beat Angus. I mean, you know, we had 30 seconds, but Abby's just a lot faster than Angus in terms of climbing up things.
It's raining and it's slipping, it's made it twice as hard. And Angus, he wasn't even going that slow, it was just Abby was
Slippy.
so fast. And we've got the totem pieces, and I think they are helping us quite a bit.
That's right, Bronte. The totem pieces were a great advantage, but the time head start could have been too. In fact, what we had here was two amazing power captains clashing in their last ever challenge, and it was epic stuff. Angus had trouble from the off, taking a while to get over Sting's totem pieces and slipping all over the cliff face. And though he didn't have the speed to win the race, he proved what vast reserves of stamina he really had, pushing himself on to see the challenge out. But Abby showed total bravery in coming from behind, zipping over the totem pieces and clambering up the cliff at impressive speed. He did have some trouble reaching the ribbon to unthread Claw's outer pincer, but all in all, he finished way ahead of Angus and did his power proud. Time for the next race. It's Speed Power Captain Shire versus Balance Power Captain Brandon. And thanks to Abby, Claw had the head start.
Now we've won the 30-second advantage. We have quite a few advantages now because Brandon has the 30-second time and the totem pieces. And of course, I think Shire has a little bit of a fear of heights, but she is very, very, very fast. So I just think we're pretty even for this round. So it's really tense.
Well, Shire and Brandon are in place at the bottom of Freedom Rock. Can they handle the tension?
All of Brandon's challenges, trials and tribulations have led up to this one final climb.
Brandon came to Scorpion Island with a cheeky exterior.
I'm a bit of an entertainer, but I just be my normal self and then I make people laugh with all my jokes.
But masked a serious competitive nature.
I don't think I'll feel any failure because I don't think I'll fail in any challenges.
He pushed himself further than any other adventurer and won the right to represent Balance.
But even he knew that Balance was going to be a tough power to master.
I'm quite good at balancing, but sometimes I get a bit wobbly.
Brandon proved himself to be a team motivator and kept Claw's morale high.
My name is Brandon.
Brandon's so funny and he's really good at cheering the team on. Sting, here we come! Come, Brandon!
Some team members questioned Brandon's focus.
I don't think he's trying his hardest. He could have took it a little bit more serious and started listening to our comments that would help him.
But shrugging off criticism, a serious, battle-hardened Brandon emerged.
Team Sting, get ready to lose! I'm just going to keep a straight face and concentrate.
To match formidable Brandon, Shire now needs to draw on all her experiences.
Shire's Scorpion mission was born out of her desire to pit her Olympic ambitions and determination against the island. She duly won the power she excelled in, speed.
I know I am faster than everybody here, but everybody else has got different skills, but this just adds on effect to me and it just makes me know that I can do it and I am fast.
But she was undermined by her fear of heights.
Shire, run for your life! Come on, Shire, you can do it!
On a scale of 1 to 100, I'm probably about scared of like 75.
However, she eventually overcame this fear in a spirited display 5 stories high. A huge challenge to Shire. She was told she must lead a new team.
She grabbed the opportunity with both hands and seamlessly brought her fun outlook to Team Sting 2. Now the Power Captains are about to face their most important 1-versus-1 battle. Shire has the speed of movement, but will her fear of heights make an unwelcome appearance again?
I think I'll handle the heights. Hopefully I'll handle them quite well. But if I don't, I'll just blank it out and hopefully just get there first.
Balance Power Captain Brandon has developed into a force to be reckoned with, but will his tendency to wobble be exposed on the rock face?
I'm a bit nervous, but I just want to attack it and see if I can do well.
Well, it's time to find out. Remember, in this race, they have to untie their Scorpion's inner pincers before climbing up the cliff face. And Brandon's off, and he's balancing his way swiftly over the totem pieces. He looks like he's making better use of his time advantage than Angus did, but as this is one of the simplest races in terms of the unthreading, he needs to move ultra fast. He's untying the first part of Claw's inner pincer. It's tricky work in such wet conditions, but he's got it. Oh, and there's no time to look at the view, Brandon. Because here comes Shire. And she's already bounded up to the ladder. An incredible start from a Speed power captain. And she's reached the first part of Sting's inner pincer.
There must be so much pressure on Brandon right now. He can hear Shire coming up behind him.
Brandon, you know you can do it, and you have to do it for your team.
Go, Shire, come on.
Great support from the rest of Claw, but Shire's really eating into Brandon's lead, and she's untying the ribbon now. Yep, she's got it. Oh, but it looks like she's having trouble with the ladder.
Oh, look at that. I think both are slipping a little bit. It has been raining here. It's calmed down a little bit now, but it's still very slippery up there. The island does not make it easy.
But they're both giving it everything they've got. They know this is their last chance to shine, and they both desperately want to win this race for their team.
Look at this. Brandon bounces across, but he's struggling. You can hear the noises.
During his time on the island, Brandon has never let having to struggle stop him, and he's always been Claw's most energetic adventurer.
You want to win!
And he's the king of the swingers, with just the amazing kind of aerial moves you'd want from a balanced power captain. So he will surely absolutely throw himself into trying to conquer the rest of his climb. Yes! He's got it! And he and Shire are level on the cliff face now. But remember, Shire's still got to untie the top part of Sting's inner pincer.
Shire needs to unhook that ribbon, and quick, if she stands any chance of catching Brandon now.
And she's done it! And that means it's a straight race up the face of Freedom Rock. It's not for the faint-hearted. Will it prove too much for Shire? Shire has always been an outstanding speed power captain, but when she first competed at height, what we saw was total terror. Throughout her Scorpion Island journey, she had to battle her fear, and by the time she swapped teams, she was an adventurer to be reckoned with. But if anything were ever going to bring the height fright back, it's this final climb. It's on. Shire's catching Brandon up now. This is absolutely neck and neck stuff. Oh no!
Oh no, look at that. What a nightmare. Brandon slipped.
Disaster! Brandon loses his footing and topples sideways into the cliff. And it couldn't have happened at a worse time for Team Claw, because every second it takes him to get himself back up on the ladder is a second Shire can use to get further ahead.
Come on, Shire! Yes! Go!
This is terrific work from Shire. She is heaving herself up the ladder so speedily. And she doesn't seem to be giving the height a second thought.
Come on, you're doing brilliantly! Go!
Both power captains giving it everything they've got. Brandon cannot give up now.
But can he catch Shire up? She's almost reached the top of Sting's Scorpion in the face of this ultra-heavy rain. Oh, but she's lost her footing now. Could this be just the chance that Brandon needs? No, it looks like he's having real trouble staying properly on the ladder too, and Shire is so close to the finish line now.
Can she get to the top?
They're both showing real grit here, dragging themselves up to the top of Freedom Rock. Brandon's really going for it, but no, Shire's there, and she's crossed the line.
Yes, she's done it. A valiant effort from Brandon, but Shire has definitely secured that 30-second advantage for Maddie in round 3.
It must be so tough for Brandon to drive himself on, knowing he's already lost. Still, he's reached the line now, and he's across. Oh no, and Shire slipped! Well, this might have been too much for her, but she's made parts of the climb seem effortless.
It looks really easy, but when you're actually doing it, it is a lot harder.
Coming up the ladder was the hardest bit I found, and it was just really hard, and I couldn't get the right footing. Doing that, I now feel that I can do anything in my way. I can defeat anything, no matter if I'm winner or loser. I can still go out with my head high.
Well, Brandon, you and Shire both deserve to go out with your heads held high. This was an awesome race, which saw 2 power captains at the top of their games. Brandon made good use of his head start, balancing his way up over Claw's totem pieces, and even starting to untie the inner pincer before Shire had got going. He clearly found the ladder really tough to climb, and a few too many slips allowed Shire to overtake him. But despite this, he maintained a solid pace and crossed the line only moments after her. But Shire proved her speed power was thoroughly well deserved, coming from behind at a pace that Brandon simply couldn't match. She did have her moments of struggle with the ladder, but her fear of heights seemed well and truly behind her as she hauled herself up the cliff face. So, though Brandon did do well, she definitely deserved the win. In the next race, it's Bravery Power Captain Maddie versus Strength Power Captain Harriet. And thanks to Shire, Sting had the head start.
This escape could go either way now. Sting and Claw are getting closer and closer. They can almost see the finishing line. And don't forget, you can catch all the action online now. You're not going to want to miss a Scorpion second as we try to escape from Scorpion Island.
Next time, the final race to escape concludes.
Go on, Maddie!
And there are some incredible one-on-one battles to come. Maddie versus Harriet.
Janardan versus Rachel.
The nerves are just kicking in. I don't know, I'm just going to be a bit more quiet and just work through it.
And so it's Bronte versus Michael. Who will escape Scorpion Island?
Good luck.
Oh, I'm so nervous.
Yeah. Oh, is this where it ends? Yeah. Last challenge on Scorpion Island.